Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to another Beat, Matt, Batrep.
We play and call it work. MiniWarGaming, Beat, Matt, Batrep.
I got Connor here all the way from Georgia to challenge me to another game of Warhammer 40k 7th edition, and I'm specifying 7th edition now because soon 8th edition will be out and people will be wondering what edition this is. Well, this is 7th edition. Sorry if that disappoints you. Future people, obviously current people where 8th edition isn't out yet. That shouldn't disappoint you because there is no 8th edition. And we're playing 1850 points of Blood Angels versus Genestealer Cult, which should be a lot of fun.
Pretty excited.
Yeah. And we're going to be playing on a Table War mat, so I wore my Table War shirt today.
Fair enough.
These guys are awesome. You can go check them out. They sell a lot of awesome gaming mats, and they've supplied us with a lot of them. So actually, I think they've supplied us with like all of their mats. So thanks, guys, over at Table War. Let's jump right into the game and take a look at the armies. But before that, one more thing. If you want to come in and challenge us, we're always looking for more people. Go to miniwargaming.com/challenge for all the details. Over here we have my 1,850 points of Cult Insurrection. This is the Cult Insurrection Detachment. And I'm trying to do something different here. Rather than having min squads, I'm having more, not all max squads, but larger squads, and trying to put more points into guys so I have less bodies. And it might be a funny thing to say because when you look at this, there's a lot of bodies. But as we go through it, you'll see that a lot of points have been invested into each of these squads, and I could have brought even more guys if I hadn't done so. And so with the Cult Insurrection Detachment, it requires one core choice, which the majority of what you see here is that core choice. It's a Brood Cycle. The Brood Cycle has an Acolyte Icon Ward, and I've upgraded him to have the Relic Banner. So basically, everybody within 12 inches, every friendly model within 12 inches has Furious Charge. They can reroll Morale, Pinning, and Fear, and his own unit gets +1 attack. So that makes him really powerful. And then the required choices as well in the Brood Cycle is 3 units of Acolyte hybrids. So this is regular hybrids. So I have 3 units identical. They will each have 2 Rock Saws, which are your basically Armor Bane Power Fists. And this is where a lot of the points are. Like these guys are 8 points apiece. Rock Saws are 25 points apiece. So that's 50 points of Rock Saws right there. That's another squad of Acolytes, like another squad of 6 Acolytes. And I have that 3 times, so you can imagine just how many more Acolytes I could have. On top of that, this is a 10-man squad where I could have made it 2 5-man squads. And so we have the 10-man squad, 2 Rock Saws, 1 leader with a Bone Sword and Lash Whip, and that is multiplied 3 times. And all of them are inside of Goliath trucks. So they're not going to be ambushing, they're just going to be driving across the table in assault vehicles. Then we have 1 squad of Metamorphs. They all have claws, except for the leader, who has a Bone Sword and Lash Whip. If you're wondering what these do, the claws give them +2 strength, so they're strength 6 rending. And then the Bone Sword and Lash Whip, he gives them +3 initiative. And the Bone Sword is AP 3 and insta kills on 2 wounds of 6. I upgraded, I had 10 points left over, so I gave them a Cult Icon. Now normally I'd give all these squads Cult Icons, but the Brood Cycle formation, if you are within 6 inches of another unit from the Brood Cycle that's not a vehicle, you get +1 leadership and +1 weapon skill. The Cult Icon gives them +1 weapon skill. And since they're weapon skill 4, getting the +1 weapon skill to 5, going from 5 to 6 doesn't often make a difference against most armies. So these Metamorphs will be most likely 5 or 6 weapon skill, but everybody else will be most likely a 5 weapon skill just from being within 6 inches of somebody else. I also have a squad of Aberrants that I added. These were optional to add to the Brood Cycle. So I brought a huge squad of 8 of them. That's a max squad. 4 of them with their power hammers and 4 of them with power picks. The difference between those weapons is the power picks are not two-handed. They're strength 7 AP 3, so you can still use your extra attacks from your rending claws. And then the power hammers are two-handed, so you can only use just the power hammer. Even though they have 3 arms, the two-handed weapon rule still applies. And you can kind of see why. A lot of them are carrying the hammer with 3 of their arms. But the hammers are strength 8, AP 2, I believe, and concussive. I think they're basically like thunder hammers. And so these guys are quite powerful. And then we've got 2 large groups of neophyte hybrids, 20-man squads. 1 squad has mining lasers, 2 mining lasers, which are strength 9 AP 2, 24-inch range, 2 grenade launchers, and a leader with a chainsword, last pistol, or auto pistol, doesn't really matter. And the other squad has the same thing, except instead of mining lasers, we have seismic cannons. When the seismic cannons are different strengths and APs at different range. but they are always AP 1 if you roll 6 to wound or for armor penetration. So the 2 grenade launchers there as well. And you also have to have a squad of Genestealers. So I have a squad of 11, and I did give them Scything Talent, so they have the extra attack on top of their 3 basic attacks. And then on top of that, I took 2 command choices. I took a Patriarch and a Primus. I did not upgrade the Patriarch to have level 2. I didn't really want this to be about Psychic, so I'll just probably roll on Biomancy for him and call it a day. And the Primus, I upgraded his sword to be the Void Sword, I think it's called. It gives him +1 strength and lets him reroll to hits and 2 wounds of 1 in close combat. And of course, everybody within 12 inches of the Patriarch is Fearless. Everybody within 12 inches of the Primus is Hatred. And also, I forgot one thing about his icon. Everybody within the 12 inches of him is Feel No Pain, 6+. And if they already have Feel No Pain, like the Aberrants, then they get an additional +1 to that Feel No Pain. But in the Brood cycle, that is extended to 24-inch range. So all the benefits of his banner extend to 24-inch range for everybody. And then our auxiliary choice is a lone scout sentinel with a heavy flamer. And that way, I get the benefits of the Cult Insurrection detachment, which are that the Patriarch, if he's the Warlord, can reroll the Warlord trait for the Genestealer Cult. And on top of that, every non-vehicle model gains the Infiltrate special rule. And if they already had the Infiltrate special rule, they gain Shrouded on the first turn. So the Genestealers will be Stealth and Shrouded first turn. Everybody else will just have Infiltrate, which will allow me to get nice positioning. It also allows them to cult ambush during deployment, because you have to cult ambush either by infiltrating or by coming in from ongoing reserves, and a lot of these guys can't do that unless they're given the special rule somewhere else. This gives me more deployment options if I decide I want to take that. So that's always nice. And it also lets me, when I cult ambush, bring back D6 of the units, and the fact that these units are bigger and more expensive means that I should theoretically get more bang for my buck for that. Although there's less units, so less times that I'll be cult ambushing or returning to the shadows and so on and so forth. So it should be interesting to see how this all plays out. And on this side we have Connor's 1850 points of Blood Angels. What detachment did you decide to bring today?
It's a Bale Strike Force detachment, so it gives you the +1 initiative when you charge, and then the reroll for your Warlord.
So old school Furious Charge?
Basically, yeah.
Because old Furious Charge in 4th or 5th edition was +1 strength and initiative. So it's really, well, Orcs got up to initiative 3 when they charged, which usually didn't matter.
Yeah.
So what's required in this?
So the only requirements are HQ, 1 elite, and 2 troops, but that opens up, you can bring more elites. I think you can bring up to 4 elite choices with the Bale Strike Force. I never go that high, but other than that, just the initiative bonus is really why I bring it.
Is there any other command bonuses besides re-rolling the Warlord trait?
Not that I use very often, and so I really don't know if there are any more. But
well, we'll double check it just in case there's something that would help you. So what did you decide to bring in this? Let's just start right here at the front.
Okay, so we have my HQ choice is a Sanguinary Priest. I paid the extra 1 point so he could have a bolt pistol, which is really weird that you do that, but so he has a chainsword bolt pistol, and then this is my Dante model, so he'll be my Lord of War choice. Then they'll be running with this Sanguinary Guard unit as my elite choice. They all have their Encarmine swords and bolt guns, just because I don't think there's going to be any AP2 axes going up against your Genestealer Cult.
Probably not. My best armor save is a 5, as a 4+ on the Patriarch, so watch out for him.
Yeah. So I wanted to keep that initiative a little bit higher, I guess, try and get a little more attacks in if possible. Then we have my heavy support choice over here. Well, one of my heavy support choices, I have 3. We have 2 last cannons, 2 missile launchers, and then the sergeant. Then we have my fast attack, which is my 10-man assault squad sergeant, veteran sergeant with power sword, and then we have 1 plasma pistol guy there in the back. Then we have my 3 troop choices. We have 10-man tactical squad. They're running in a Rhino. They have a flamer, heavy flamer.
Ooh, that'll be nice against me.
Sergeant with power sword. Dozer blades on the Rhino. Then we have our next troop choice. Another 10-man squad. We have a Melta, Combi Melta, heavy flamer, and a Rhino with dozer blades. And then our final 10-man troop choice is tactical squad with a Combi Plasma, grav gun, heavy bolter, and a Rhino with dozer blades. I know heavy bolters aren't that great, but I just think...
No, against me they'll be okay.
I just like them. I just like heavy
they look
bolters.
cool.
Yeah, they do look very, very cool.
And they're really scary when you play Armageddon. So
Yeah.
I could have brought heavy stubbers. I'm like, oh yeah, heavy stubbers are awesome. Like, wait, no, they suck at regular 40k. In Armageddon, they're scary.
And then we have a squadron of 2 Predators with autocannons, heavy bolters, dozer blades.
Very good choice against a Genestealer Cult, because rather than last cannons, which you'll be wasting shots, you'll have a lot of firepower to take out the tons of guys that are out there.
Yeah, and then we have one squadron of 1 Predator with last cannons, autocannon. Just
pop a truck per turn.
Yep.
Essentially.
Hopefully. Yep, that's the plan. So
1850 points. We are going to be playing Deadlock. That's where you get 6 objectives the first turn, 5 the second, 4 the third, and so on and so forth, then until you get down to 1. We placed our objectives, and then we rolled, and we got Hammer and Anvil, so that's deploying here, and then you'll be going that way. This is going to be played on a table war mat, just like I said. I believe this is their swamp one. It's one of my favorite green mats, because I like the muted tones of it. Still works for a forest board. And then just kind of set up lots of stuff made by Greenleaf, actually. These are aquarium plants that he painted up and added foliage to. You can kind of see if I look closely. You can see like this is added on to it to make it look more like a tree, because these are more things that you put in a lizard's tank where they would climb up it. So it doesn't quite look like a tree, it just looks like a stump. But he did a great job with that. And the buildings too are his making. And the objectives are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be interesting. Hammer and Anvil will place objectives in both players' zones and then a couple in no man's land as well. They kind of got spread out evenly, but not 100% as always. Rolling for Warlord traits, I got number 5 for the Genestealer Cult, which lets everybody use the Patriarch's leadership of 10 while he's alive, obviously. He doesn't even have to be on the table. It just says that the detachment uses his leadership. And I only rolled 1 psychic power. I rolled it on the Brood Mine, not wanting to get summoning, and I got Might from Beyond, which is nice because it's +1 strength and rage to a unit within 24 inches. So that's kind of nice. And then you had Dante's typical Warlord trait.
Descend of Angels, which I won't be using because I won't be keeping it in reserve.
Yeah, that lowers your scattering, right?
And then I get to reroll reserves if I had anybody in reserves. And then he has this extra one for tactical objectives. I rolled on that table and got 5, which was Master of 8, I think.
Yeah, you get to re-roll any random points.
Yes.
Like if it's D3 points, you re-roll that, which is nice because those ones are the key ones to usually getting ahead, especially since we're playing Deadlock, where you're going to be getting a lot of objectives at first. You want to have all the options to do that. So we are going to roll off for going first and get deployed. So I won the roll-off for choosing sides and for choosing who deploys first. I chose this side, and I chose to deploy first. So I deployed my Scout Sentinel. Everybody else is Cult ambushing. But I'm not actually done deployment yet because I rolled a 5, so I have to resolve some shooting. But first, the Blood Angel is deployed like so. We got some Devastators up high. We got one of the combat squads with the Heavy Bolter down here. We got our big kill squad of Sanguinary Guard over here with Dante. And then Rhino with the Heavy Flamer, another Assault Squad. The last Cannon Predator, the other Predators, and then the other squads of Marines. So far, I've Cult ambushed with the Patriarch and rolled an outflank, so I outflanked over here. Won't be able to charge, but if I can weather the shooting for the first turn, or if he decides to charge me, that could be a good fight. And then the Aberrants rolled a 5, but they couldn't shoot. So I just deployed them over here on an objective. And then this Neophyte squad rolled a 5 as well. So I'm pausing it right now, the deployment, so I can resolve their shooting, because they actually get to shoot during deployment. But they do count as having moved. That is an FAQ, that when you deploy via Cult Ambush, you do count as having moved, which means even on my first turn, then these mining lasers will still be snap firing. So I deployed up here. Their shots cause pinning on the first, when they do the Cult Ambush one. So I'm going to target the Devastators, who do have stealth because of night fighting, which is on right now. But I'm going to see if I can at least pin them or just kill 1 or 2. Start with the snap firing mining lasers. So 6 is to hit, nothing. 2 grenade launchers, not snap firing, they're assault weapons. 2 hits, strength 6, so 2's to wound. That's 1 wound. Yep, armor save. Oh! Is there feel of pain or anything?
Nope.
Oh, last cannon goes down, so there will be a pinning test at the end. And then all the auto guns. 15 auto guns / last gun shots hitting on 4s. Oh, not bad. Wounded on 5s. 3 more wounds. Not going to bother lookout staring if we get to the character, so we'll roll 3 pluses at the same time. 1 more. And the missile launcher does go, unfortunately. We do have a pinning check on them, leadership 8. Okay, at least they're not pinned. Rolling for the rest of them, the Neophytes rolled a 1, so they have to deploy, basically walk on my table edge. The kill squad of the Acolyte Icon Ward, who has a wonderful bubble, also rolled a 1 with the Primus and all the Metamorphs, so they walked on. So they're probably going to be returning to the shadows. And then I infiltrated my 3 squads of Acolytes inside of their transports, so they're starting pretty much 6 inches further up the board against my opponent. So killing a couple guys during deployment is always nice, eh? Mm-hmm. And yeah, I know, right? It's such a weird thing. It's like, during deployment, I killed your guys. They didn't get pinned, at least, so there is that. And at the end of it, my Scout Sentinel will do a scout move of 6 inches, or a scout redeployment. I'll just move them up the board. Before we start, find out what the mysterious objectives are. This one is a grav wave generator, so -2 to charge whoever's controlling it. The one that your combat squad is holding is a scatter field, so +1 cover.
Yes.
And then number 5 one up there is sabotaged. I will choose to go first. Would you like to try to seize?
I would.
Okay. Roll a 6, and you'll have first turn. Okay, good. That would have been devastating. So rules we got wrong already. Now this is more an FAQ one. The question is, when you come in from Cult Ambush, do you count as having moved? That's an important thing for heavy weapons like the mining lasers or the seismic cannons. The FAQ says the following: if you use Cult Ambush via or for your deployment, they do not count as having moved. So they would have actually fired at full ballistic skill. We're just going to move on and not re-roll those, that's fine. But it also means in first turn that they can fire at full ballistic skill as well, as long as they don't move. It may have changed where I put them, because I may have wanted to try to take out a vehicle with the mining lasers, but I really can't complain, taking out 2 of his Devastators during deployment and still getting to fire again. So those Devastators are in trouble. But there is night fighting, and they do have cover from this, so they'll have a 3-up cover anyways. So the mining lasers won't really be that much better at killing them, which is why I probably would have used them against vehicles, but it's really fine. So all my guys who Cult Ambushed, even though they walked on, they do not count as having moved. So they can move in the first turn, which means they could return to the shadows first turn, which I might do with those guys if I don't get the objectives at the back. So that's an important distinction to make. You get to draw 6 objectives, turn 1. Secure objective 6, no prisoners, so kill something. Secure objective 1, recon. Secure objective 4, and secure objective 3. Ooh, I don't like all those secure objectives. So 1, 3, 4, and 6. There is 6, so no good. But there's number 1, there's number 3, so no problem. And there's number 4, so no problem. We got guys nearby that can grab those objectives. Which means both of these squads are going to return to the shadows. I was considering having the squad move up to grab this objective, but they're so far away from the action that they won't really be able to do much. So they're going to return to the shadows, and they will return to the shadows and hope not to roll 1s again and just show up at the same spot. Scout Sentinel is going to move through cover 4 inches. And I am exactly 7 inches away, so this gets him exactly in range of that objective, which is a Skyfire, so nothing of note, because neither of us have flyers. Then we'll have 1 Goliath truck move back to grab this objective, which turns out to be a scatter field, so +1 cover. So I'll have stealth from night fighting, so at least a 5-up cover even out in the open. This Goliath will move back to grab this objective, so I can get my recon. And 3, so that's Skyfire, so nothing. These aberrants are going to move forward under the tree. Oh, there's a space for them, I know it. I know it. And this Goliath is just going to move up to here. Aim its autocannon at a Rhino. Patriarch squad is going to spread out a little bit. Make sure we have a bit of cover from the heavy bolter over here. Right now they're stealth and shrouded. Stealth just because they're always stealth. There's also night fighting if they didn't already have stealth. But shrouded because of the Cult Insurrection detachment, which gives them shrouded if they already had infiltrate, which Genestealers, of course, all start automatically with. So I know there's a heavy flamer up there, so I'm just going to spread them out to decrease the number of hits that it can do. Onto the psychic phase. I only have a level 1 psyker. You don't have any, right? +4, so I have 5, you've got 4. Patriarch knows Mass Hypnosis. The only unit he can see for that is this guy, which will make him -1 weapon skill, ballistic skill, initiative, and attacks to a minimum of 1. That'll help just decrease the effectiveness of their shooting against everybody. He also knows the Might from Beyond, which gives a unit +1 strength and rage. But I know that you could charge me, so having the +1 strength would be nice. But it's more about the rending than it is about the extra strength. So I'm not too worried about that. So I think I'd rather try to decrease your shooting from these guys. If I had thought about it, I probably would have placed them in such a way as to put Mass Hypnosis on your kill squad. But I wasn't thinking at the time. I have 5 dice, but I don't want to perils and die like he usually does. So I'm just going to use 3 and fail it. Okay. On to the shooting phase. These guys are going to open fire into your Devastators once again. Maybe getting first blood? We'll see. We'll fire the mining lasers and grenade launchers at the same time, because they're all winning you on 2s, and you got either 3-up armor or 3-up cover. Unless you're planning on going to ground, which you won't do, because that would make the difference, because you can get a 2-up cover against the mining lasers.
But then
I guess you can get a 2-up cover against everything else too. Okay, so you don't care, you're not going to ground?
Nope.
Okay, so 4s to hit. Ooh. Yeah. So 2's to wound. It's a wound. You don't care about him dying. Nope. In fact, you kind of want him to die as opposed to somebody else. Or nobody die, would also be ideal. 3+. He's good. 15 auto gun shots hitting on 4s. Yeah. 5's to wound. There we go. 3 wounds. All right, somebody's got to die. 3+. 1 died. Sergeant does go down, which means there will be a morale test, but still their good weapons are there. Scout Sentinel's going to run just an inch. Okay, let's get a little closer to that non-objective, non-mysterious objective. Autocannon will fire at the side armor of that Predator, or that Predator squadron. 2 shots, twin links, hitting on 4s. So 1 hit, twin linked, 1 hit. Rank 7 against armor 11, or is it 11 on the side of a Predator? So it's 13, 11, 10. So 4s to glance, we got nothing. We'll have this autocannon fire at the Rhino full of the heavy flamer guys. 4s to hit, twin linked, and then 4s to glance, strength 7. We got a pen. No intervening cover, so just a 6-up cover from night fighting. I didn't see you. That's exactly what that was, right? Yeah. Well, this one will try the same thing. Hopefully having more success. 4s to hit, twin linked. 4s to glance. Hey, there's a glance at a pen. Right. Do the glance first. Okay. 6 up. And then the pen, 6 up. Oh, you... Okay. I'd like first blood. That's just all I'm saying. Oh, Aberrants back here will run 3 inches. Just going to have them come forward a bit further, because they are super scary once they get into close combat. And the shooting phase, morale check on your Devastators, leadership 8. They're running. How far? 6 inches. So the best they can do is down to here then. They'll regroup automatically, but it's not as nice a position as where they were. End of my turn. I did secure objectives 1, 3, and 4. I did recon everything, but I failed to kill anything. So I'm going to keep these 4 points, obviously, because I can't choose not to, so I don't know why I said it that way. And I'm going to throw away secure objective 6 because your guys are holding that, and besides, no prisoners is a likely thing next turn. And maybe I'll even get the killing 3 guys and get D3 victory points instead. So first turn, 4-0, did not get first blood. Obviously didn't get Slay the Warlord. That doesn't usually happen on first turn. As we go into Blood Angels, turn 1. Now you get to draw 6 objectives. What do we got? Secure objective 2. Psychological warfare. Make me fail morale, opinion, or fear test. Secure objective 6. Hey, that's a point for you. Secure objective 5. We'll have to check where that one is. I think you have that one. Secure objective 4, which I currently hold, and 3. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, 5. There's one which is the only one that you don't have. So these 2 at the back, unfortunately, are ones that you're supposed to get. So, and the number 3 right here. So you'll have to move up and knock him off that objective. But you will get 2 points for sure, and you'll probably get first blood. So you should end up being able to get enough points to not give me too much of a lead right away.
So I'm moving the Sanguinary Guard up against this wall here to kind of make a firing line for the tactical squad.
The Heavy Flamer and Flamer tactical squad? Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
I'm moving the Rhino 6 this direction so I can disembark, and then...
And then Flamer?
And then Flamer.
If only that penetrating hit had got through. 2 penetrating hits you made 6-up saves against. If either of them had caused your guys to snap fire, that would be awesome. Out, ready to go. We got Flamers out front.
Moving the Predator up 12 to right here, because he has the overcharged engines upgrade, so he's fast.
So it's a fast vehicle, so he can fire 1 weapon at... Oh, at 12 inches, 2 weapons, right?
Moving the Assault Squad forward.
Death from above. There. Engaging the Aberrants.
That's the plan.
There they are, getting ready to deal with those Aberrants.
So Predators moving up like so.
Both are fast vehicles, because you upgraded them to be so.
Right there. Rhino moving up 12. Get a few more shots in there.
And it's a fast Rhino, so that Stormbolter gets to go up full ballistic skill! The guy's inside out to snapfire still.
Moving up about 8 inches right here, just to get in a more forward position.
So you forgot that you need objective 5, so the Predator's actually going to stay back on it.
Back up.
Shooting phase! Heavy Flamer? What are you hitting?
4.
Oh, no.
No, that guy.
You're not getting back to that guy.
Yeah, and this guy's, I don't know, he doesn't really have a base.
Yeah, well, if you consider his base, then yeah, it's only 2 then.
2.
So strength 5, so 3's to wound. 2 wounds.
D4.
They are 5 up invuln. Okay, 2 die. And there's no feel no pain here, right? No. Which means your second flamer only hits 1. Only 1 because you already killed 2. 4 is to wound. It's a wound. 5 up invuln. Oh, triple 1. Gotta love it. They are fearless though, so they're not running. And then Bolter Mania.
Yeah, I think everybody can see.
And your bolt guns hitting on 3s.
Ooh.
And wounding on 4s. 2 wounds. They have a 2 up cover at this point because you're shooting through your own guys. And I've got stealth and shrouded. So I've already rolled 3 ones, so the dice owe me not 1s. Oh, come on! 5 out of 5 ones! I'm glad I didn't bring Terminators.
My charge is difficult.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, your charge is more difficult. The Devastators auto regroup and can fire at full ballistic skill because they're Space Marines! And they can only see these guys now because they're stuck down at that balcony. This one will get you 2 if you get a direct hit. And that's 3 inches. So that's a flip to here, so nothing. Last cannon hits on a 3, wounds on a 2. And I have a 2 up save cover. There we are. Still though, wow.
Yeah, just the 1 there.
And then your combat squad, they have 2 targets. They've got these neophytes up here, and then Genestealers. What do they want to shoot at?
I think I'll shoot at the neophytes up there.
Okay. Heavy bolter first, hitting on 3s. So 1 hit. Wounding on 2s. Oh, okay. Attack of the 1s. 4 bolt gun shots, not in rapid fire range, hitting on 3s. 3s to wound. Ah, 1 wound. These guys are out in the open, so 6 up cover from night fighting. No. You killed 1! They are fearless, although killing 1 out of 20 wouldn't cause a morale check anyways, but I'm within 12 inches of the Patriarch.
You'll slow.
Predator against truck, 1 in front.
Do the last
Hitting the side armor, which does have cover, which will give him 4 up because there's night fighting going on. What do you want to start with? 2 last cannons?
2 last cannons. Spawn some last cannons.
3s to hit. Okay, and autocannon. He's a fast vehicle, so he's firing everything at full ballistic skill because he moves less than 6. Autocannon hits on 3s, and then it glances on 3s as well. 2 pens. Well, you saved your 2 pens on 6s, so I surely can save them on 4s. Hey, 6s it is!
6s anyway.
I guess vehicles aren't meant to die in this submission.
Assault Marines are going to fire their bolt pistols into the aberrants.
9 bolt pistols first, because they have a plasma pistol in there. 3s to hit. Okay. Toughness 4 aberrants, so 4s to wound. 4 wounds, or 3 wounds. You got 5 up cover from the tree, and it's night fighting, so 4 up cover. And feel no pain. Take a wound. So the front one takes a wound, and then you got a plasma pistol.
Okay.
3s to hit, gets hot. Does not get hot, and 2s to wound. Oh, okay.
Shooting this Stormbolter into the aberrants as well, so he's going to get cover.
You can't see this one, so I hope he can see one that has a 4 up cover. Whereas this one, when he fires, will have him out in the open. So the first one where I get cover, 3s to hit, and then 4s to wound. With a 4 up cover, because it's night fighting. Oh, okay. And then the other one, with the guy out in the open, hitting on 3s, and wounded on 4s. Kill him. 6 up cover save. Oh, no, feel no pain. 1 wound. So he's down to 1 wound as well. So Occupant's going to snap fire.
Into that aberrant right there.
6s to hit in rapid fire range. Nothing. Other squad going to do the same thing. 6s to hit. Ooh, 2 hits, which wounds them on 4s. 1 wound. 4 up cover. And feel no pain. Oh, feel no pain kicked in. Squadron of Predators. Do you want to just try to put some more DACA into these guys? Or do you want to try to take out one of the trucks? And the decision is...
Predators into the aberrants.
Yeah, you really want to whittle them down. Start with the 2 autocannons. So they're going to be hitting on 3s. Oh, what is with the dice today? 2s to wound at least. Oh, come on! But you know what? The nearest guy is out in the open, so we're only looking at a 6 up save. He will get his feel no pain because he only strength 7. 6 up. Failed. 5 up. Made it. And then 3 heavy bolters, because he positioned this one to try to get your front arc towards all my autocannons. Gonna fire the 2 heavy bolters first, because one will have to snap fire.
Which trap dice don't count.
Trap dice never count.
And that was...
Oh, and of course he went from a hit to a miss. So why don't you just pick up 3 of those dice and roll your snap firing one. Okay, wow. What is with our dice? At least we're rolling the same dice, right?
At least it's not like slanted one way.
Yeah, 3s to wound. That's a wound, AP 4, so I get my 6 up cover. Okay, feel no pain? Oh, I feel no pain. My Genestealers can't make a 2-up to save their life, and these guys can't die.
Yeah, there you go. I guess it evens it out, kind of.
Yeah. And the shooting phase, no morale checks for me. The unit that actually lost more than 25% is Fearless. These guys only lost 1. The Aberrants didn't lose any. So no first blood yet. But we do go to the assault phase, where you want to charge Kill Squad versus Kill Squad.
Yep.
So, and you're using the jump packs.
Yep.
So you actually have a 5-inch charge nearest to nearest because you're ignoring intervening terrain. And you're using your jump pack so you can re-roll it if you fail it. Yeah, and you get your Hammer of Wrath and +1 initiative on the charge. That won't matter in this. +1 strength will help, but +1 initiative won't matter against Genestealers. All right, roll your 5+. You made it. Yeah, 8 inches is good. That'll get you at least 3 Hammer of Wraths.
So closest to closest, and then...
Which can make all the difference because you want to kill my guys at initiative 10.
Get there.
And then you have a charge over here against the Aberrants. It's going to be a tough fight. It's a 5-inch charge through difficult, so you got to roll 7 or higher, and you already use your jump packs, so you don't get to re-roll anything. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no.
So we have this one fight. Would you like to issue a challenge?
Yeah, Dante is going to issue a challenge.
My Patriarch will accept because why not? I get to look outside of even in challenges. And then you have 3 Hammer of Wrath at strength 4 first. Okay. So roll Dante separate because he goes into the combat. So 4 is to wound. Or actually against that one would have been like 5 or 6. And then 4 is to wound with the other 2. 1 wound. 5 up Involm. Ugh! That's like 4 less attacks you have to deal with.
Yeah, that matters.
So Dante and the Patriarch are at initiative 7. Dante's normally 6, but he gets +1 initiative on the charge thanks to your detachment. So they'll be fighting at the same time. So let's swing with Dante's attacks first. Okay. So Dante on the charge will have 6 attacks. And we're both weapon skill 7. You're 6 normally, but 7 because of the priest. So you're hitting me on 4s with Mastercrafted. Ooh, let's see if you can get one more. Mastercrafted, reroll one of those. Nope, just 2 hits. Okay. So he's strength 7, AP 2 on the charge. So 2s to wound. 2 wounds. Yeah, the Patriarch's going to take that because I don't want to kill any more Genestealers. I'm already down to 5. That's still 20 attacks, but I need those 20 attacks. So the Patriarch will hit back. Got 4 attacks with the Patriarch Claws hitting on 4s. I also roll crappy and only get 1 hit. Strength 6, rending, shredding. So 2s to wound. Really looking for the 6s though. Nope, just 1 wound. So you get a 2-up save. You're fine. Up next is my initiative 6. So my Genestealers will come in. 20 attacks from those 5 Genestealers hitting on 3s. Okay, that's better. But in the end, all that matters at this roll is the 6s, because you have a 2-up armor save and a feel no pain. So I'm wounding you on 4s, rending. There we go. Oh yeah, 3 6s, that's not bad, and maybe you'll fail an armor save. We'll start with your normal ones first, so you got a 2-up save. Now, does your Sanguinary Priest have a 2-up save?
He used 3 up, so...
Okay, so we have to roll these separately then. So we got 4 guys before we get to him, so we technically have to release 4 at a time. 2-up saves. Oh, 1 already. 5 up, feel no pain. Okay. Now 3 at a time. 2 up. Okay, and the last 2, 2 up. Oh, another one, 5 up. Oh! And a 3 rendings. So we've already killed 2, so we have 2 before we get to your priest. So do 2 of these. 5 up, feel no pain. Oh, and 1 more. Of course you make these ones, right? Okay, so 3 die in total. So it has to be these 3, the ones that are touching. Oh, so you rolled really poorly on your armor saves, but really good on your feel no pains when it came to rending. So the rending, in the end, didn't even matter. Only killed 1 guy. And what's your initiative on these guys?
They're all 5.
They're all 5, so they pile in. Sanguinary Priest too?
Yep, he's also 5, but he doesn't have a power.
So we'll do your power swords 1 at a time because they have Mastercrafted. So you're looking at 4s to hit, and then re-roll 1 of those. And so that's 2 hits so far. Why don't you roll the other one too? 4s to hit, Mastercrafted on that 1. 4 hits, all strength 4, right?
Strength 5.
Strength 5 because of Fierce Charge, so 3s to wound. And we've got 2 wounds. 5 up Involve. Ah. Well, you're winning combat now. I'm fearless, but still. 4 attacks from your priest, though, hitting on 4s, not Mastercrafted. 2 hits, wounding on 3s as well because of Furious Charge. 1 wound. Does he kill 1 more? 5 up. No, thank goodness. So you hands down won that combat. The Patriarch is in trouble, although he still has some goons that he can pass off the rest of the wounds to from Dante. Although Dante is going to drop his initiative, so I'll get to swing at him first next time. And he'll drop his strength to 6, so he'll only be winning me on 3s, but still, with that AP 2, that is very scary. So ongoing combat right there. Did you want to hit and run away?
Do not.
No, not when my turn is next. End of your turn, you got secure objective 6 and 5. That's it. You can get rid of one of
I'm
these.
gonna get rid of psychological warfare.
Yeah, you're not likely to make me fail morale and pinning and fear when I have so much leadership 10 and fearless and re-rolling with the standard and all that. So only 2 points, and you're stuck with objectives that you have a hard time getting. So the score is 4-2, definitely in my favor at this point. Kill-wise, you did really good against those Genestealers, though. I was surprised by how little damage I did to you, and just how killy you were against me. So in that ongoing combat, I'm probably in trouble unless I do pretty well with my... If I roll a 6 for my Cult Ambush for my Primus, then I can come in and do some damage. Turn 2, I draw 5 objectives. I already have no prisoners. So now we have demolitions, but we don't have that one. Secure objective 4. Spring the trap. Get a victory point if a unit arrived on the battlefield using Cult Ambush. Okay, I will get that automatically. Score D3 if it also destroys a unit. We'll see if I can do that. Ascendancy, control any 3 objective markers. Uh-oh. I think points-wise I'm about to spring ahead.
Yep.
And Hungry for Glory, issue a challenge. Well, that'll depend on... I might be able to do that. We'll see. Cult ambushing both these units. Let's start with the Neophytes. Hoping for a 5 here. Nice! So they come on, they count as having moved, and I place them anywhere more than 6 inches away from you, and they can fire right now, and then fire again in the shooting phase, still having counted as moved. Dropping them in the back lines, and they're going to shoot immediately, this is during the reserves, at this squad right here. Start with the 2 seismic cannons. They're within 12-inch range, which means they're using their Strength 8 AP3 profile, but they're snap firing. Nothing. 2 grenade launchers firing crack grenades, hitting on 4s and wounding on 2s. Good. We got 3 up. See if we can get to that heavy bolter. No, not yet. And then a whole lot of auto gun fire. 30 shots from the auto guns, hitting on 4s. And 5s to wound. We're looking at 4 wounds. Let's at least fail one of these so they can do a pinning check, because they get pinning from the Cult Ambush shooting. There we go. 1 guy goes down. And an immediate pinning check, leadership 8. And they're pinned! So they are surprised. Oh! Where did these guys come from?
I'd be pretty surprised.
And this is the one I'm really nervous about rolling, the Primus and the Icon Ward. I just want to roll 2+. Even just a 2 is fine, just not a 1. Oh, come on! So useful. If I knew I was going to roll a 1, I would have just stayed on the table and moved up 6 and ran, and moved up 6 and ran, and get that icon somewhere. But no, they had to roll the worst result, and I can't even return to the Shadows this turn. Boo-hoo for me, which is really not boo-hoo for me. I think I'm doing okay. In the movement phase, no, these guys, no, they count as having moved, so I can't move them, so I can move on to something else. Aberrants are going to move to engage the Assault Marines. Here we go. Ugh. Goliath truck is going to move 6 inches. I want to stay on that objective because it's one of my objectives. And then we're going to disembark the Acolytes this way. There they are, getting ready to charge. And this Goliath truck will move up 6 and disembark. And they're disembarked 6 inches away from that Predator. This unit in the truck is going to disembark as well. I'm going to leave the truck back here to hold this objective. And the Scout Sentinel will just move over to here. He doesn't really have much to shoot at right now, but let's hold that objective. Psychic phase. Oh, I got 6 plus my 1. I really didn't want 6 because that gives you more to deny with. I'm going to play it safe because I really want to beat Dante. I'm going to do Mass Hypnosis on his squad with 4 dice out of my 7. I got 2, but did not perils. Might as well use all yours. I'm only Master level 1. You need 2 6s to stop it. Did not stop it, so they're at -1 weapon skill. That puts Dante below the weapon skill of the Patriarch, and that's an important distinction because he's lost his +1 initiative, so I'll get to strike first, and I will hit on 3s. So that'll be nice. Everybody else doesn't matter so much because they were already hitting on 4s and the Genestealer's hitting on 3s. Shooting phase, we got the mining lasers that moved over here. They move, so we're going to snap fire. We're really trying to go for first blood here. So snap fire at the Rhino. 6s to hit. Nothing. 1 grenade launcher, crack missile, crack grenade, hitting on a 4. And we're looking at its rear armor, so we're looking at a 4 to glance. So it's just a glance. No cover from that angle, so he's down to 1 hull point. Should have moved the other grenade launcher into view, but oh well. Next, we'll fire Neophytes into your combat squatted guys, and I'm still snap firing these guys as they count as having moved. 4 shots hitting on 6s, nothing. Launchers on 4s, and then on 2s. 3 up armor, or you lose your heavy bolter. Okay, heavy bolter is gone. And then 30 auto gun shots. 30 shots from the autoguns, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 5s. Ah, 2 wounds. 3 up. Oh, 1 more. So they're still pinned, and they will have a morale check. Twin-linked autocannon is going to fire at that rhino. Definitely getting cover. 4s to hit, and then 4s to glance. Strength 7, nothing. This autocannon into this rhino. 4s to hit, twin-linked, and then 4s to glance. We've got nothing. This autocannon will try to finish off this rhino. 4s to hit, twin-linked, 4s to glance. Hey, we got a glancing, which could finish it off. 5 up cover as he's shooting through a lot of guys. Hey, first blood. Don't think I've ever seen a Genestealer Cult game take so long to get first blood. These guys might as well run. Oh, 6 inches. Yeah, great time to roll 6, guys. Up they go. We'll get that icon into a 24-inch range or something eventually. And these acolytes will run to 4 inches. They'll eventually get into the action. The truck has to be left behind to hold objectives. That's the price we must pay. And shooting phase morale check on these Marines, leadership 8, and they make it, so they're still pinned though. Into the assault phase, we've got some charges to do. We've got a 5-inch charge, I think, here. Let's roll it, and then 6 is definitely in. It was at most a 6, definitely a 5. Then we got a 6-inch charge against this Predator. They're up. Oh, 10. We're getting that objective, too. So we'll go nearest. Well, at this point, I just have to get into base contact if I can. So charging. Aberrants will declare a charge. You can overwatch, though. The aberrant out front only has 1 wound left, so bolt pistols hit on 6s. Yeah, reroll that one. So 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Ah, it's 2 wounds. Feel no pain. Hey, it kills 1. And it wounds the next one, too. Plasma pistol? No. At least it didn't get hot.
Yeah.
Charging 5 inches.
Yeah.
I don't know if we would count that as going through difficult terrain or not, but a 3-inch charge still makes it in, so we're okay. And we'll start with this assault, starting with the initiative 4. Actually, sorry, this guy is initiative 5, so I hope that he doesn't just kill the one and not let me kill the other, but it's initiative 7 because of his lash whip. 4 attacks from him, hitting on 3s. So 1 hit. Well, rending, so 6s will pen. Nothing. I guess I got my wish. I didn't mean don't hurt anything, buddy. But we'll pile in everything that's not a heavy rock saw. 28 attacks from the other 7, hitting on 3s. The 6s to penetrate because they have rending, so the 6 would be then plus D3. So we got 3 of them. Oh, baloney. I really can't complain. I'm killing one of the predators, but what's going to happen is then the other one will be out of reach. But I could still spill over, because if I roll, I'm going to roll these one at a time, because if I roll immobilized and then immobilized, then that'll actually do the initial hull point, and then I could roll this other one on the other guy. So if I roll double 6 here, essentially. No. And so this won't matter what I roll. So it is just wrecked right there. And then in initiative 1, these guys would pile in and not have any targets because he's wrecked. Next, we'll attack this other predator, starting with my leader again at initiative 7. Hitting on 3s. Oh, 4 hits. 6s to pen. We got 1 pen, which results in a immobilized. And the rest of the guys, except the rock saws, hitting on 3s. Holy cow. I'm just going to try to pick up as many of these as I can. And there's 2 more 6s.
Fair enough.
And it is wrecked as well. And now I'm holding objective 5. And now the aberrants against the assault marines. The assault marines get to go first in initiative 4. I'm only going to be initiative 1 because all my weapons are unwieldy. Even if I didn't use them, I'd still be initiative 2. Start with your sergeant with his power sword hitting on 4s because I'm weapon skill 5 thanks to being within 6 inches of somebody else from this formation. So 2 hits. 4s to wound. No saves, but we do have a feel no pain. No. He's there, so the closest is actually the one that was down a wound, so he dies. Then the rest of your guys. 18 attacks from them, hitting on 4s. Solid hit. 4s to wound. Nice. Yeah, that's a very good swing. 5 up armor. I make 2 of them. 5 up, feel no pain. I make 2 more. So it's 4 wounds. That kills 2 of them. So we're going to lose a power pick and a power pick. And then everybody else will pile in and fight. Start with the 2 power picks. They're strength 7, AP 3. They're not specialist or 2-handed, so I get the extra attack. So I have 8 attacks between the 2 guys that charged. Hitting on 3s, thanks to the nearby Goliath, giving them +1 weapon skill. Well, that gives me 1 extra hit, because these are 2s to wound with no saves. So 5 die. No feeling the pain on these guys, right?
No feel okay.
That's from these 2. Do you want to look out, sir, from your sergeant? You can actually... That's your sergeant right there. Oh, wait, no, it's not. That's not.
This guy
That was a plasma pistol guy.
Yep, so is that
One,
5?
That's 5, yeah. No, one more.
Okay, oops.
And the 2 hammers, strength 8, AP 2, hitting on 3s. So 4 hits. 2s to kill, so 3 more dead. And that's from the other side. So I won by 3.
So down.
Your leadership 9 is down to 6. You make it. So we will stay in play. You don't have hit and run on your assault marines, right?
Nope.
So they're stuck in with these aberrants. Let's actually back that up. You did fill your leadership, because I was looking at how many guys you killed, but one of them was an overwatch. So you actually only did 4 wounds. So that 6 is a fail. Let's see if I catch you. I'm initiative 2, so 8. I catch you. So you're a Space Marine, so all that means is that you stay in combat. And for this fight, now, you are no longer initiative 7, you're initiative 6 because of mass hypnosis. Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, you're initiative 5. Because you got the +1 initiative on the charge. So your 6 is down to 5. So I get to go first. On top of that, your weapon skill 6 because of mass hypnosis. Which means you're mesmerized by my eyes.
They are mesmerizing.
Connor.
Very mesmerizing.
Very mesmerizing eyes. My wife thinks so.
Yeah.
If I may say so myself.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and these guys are initiative 4, but that doesn't matter so much because I'm higher initiative than everybody else anyways. So it'd be Patriarch first, then initiative 5 Dante. No, then the Genes... Oh, it could make a difference. Because Dante is now after the Genestealer, so if they actually get through to him,
yeah.
I don't think I could kill them all, but unless the Patriarch does well. 4 attacks from the Patriarch, hitting on 3s now that your weapon skill is down 1. Okay, didn't roll any 3s. Would like those 6s on the to wound, 2s to wound with shred. So give me a 6, give me a 6. Okay, you know what, 3 wounds. 2 up armor. Yeah, you're fine. Come on, Genestealers, do your work. 12 attacks from them, hitting on 3s. Oh no! Wounding on 4s, rending. Give me some rending at least. No rending! 3 wounds. So he would have piled in actually. So yeah, there's 2 2-ups and then him. So technically you should roll these 2 at a time, just in case you roll a 1, 1, and a 2, because you don't know if that 2 would have been the priest or not. I can hope, right? Oh! Feel the pain? Feel the pain? Oh, you toyed with me! You toyed with my emotions. 2+ armor. Okay, you're good.
I like to play games.
Oh yeah, you do. You're like, hey, let me just open up my armor. Hey, priest, you got this? Yeah, I got this, guys. Don't worry. Yeah, no problem.
Don't worry about it.
So now Dante hits back. You got 5 attacks on 4s, mastercrafted. So 1 hit. Ooh, maybe you're not going to kill me. Oh, 1 hit. Strength 6 now, so 3s to wound instead of 4, or instead of 2. Oh, that's a wound. AP 2. I'm going to look out, sir, and I can do that in a challenge because of this special rule, unquestionable loyalty. So it'll go to this guy who's a 5-up invuln. Hey, look at that.
So
This is going to be a long fight, isn't it?
Yep.
Although you could hit and run out of there. So then you have these 2. 2 attacks at a time because they have mastercrafted. 4s to hit. Didn't need it. And then the other 2, 4s to hit. Mastercrafted, reroll 1. There we go. 4 now. So 4s to wound. Oh, okay. Fine. 5-up invuln because we're not getting to the Patriarch because there's 3 guys. So 2 die. And then your priest. 3 attacks from your priest hitting on 4s. And then wounding on 4s. 1 wound. Can you kill that last Genestealer? 5 up. Oh, saved. Yeah, you won combat, but I'm fearless. But you could hit and run. Would you like to hit and run? Right now your initiative is 1 lower, but with Dante in there, that won't matter. As long as you don't roll a 6.
I will. I'll hit and run.
Hit and run? Okay,
Yep.
so don't roll a 6 and you can hit and run out of there. You can. What direction would you like to go?
I'll go this way.
That way. Try to save those guys. 3d6 inches. And 11 inches. So they're like, okay, we killed enough of them. This Patriarch is mesmerizing. I just don't feel like fighting him anymore. I all of a sudden feel very pacified towards the big guy. He's just a big teddy bear.
Yeah, he was really cuddly.
He just didn't realize his strength, that's all. We'll consolidate 3 inches. And I will use that to come this direction. Yeah, whatever. Looking at the objectives, I got no prisoners. Did not kill 3 things, though. I did kill 3 vehicles, but one of them was part of a squadron, so it doesn't count as a unit kill. I did get Spring the Trap, because I did deploy via Cult Ambush, but the unit that came in did not kill anything, so it's worth 1 point. Ascendancy is worth D3. I do have at least 3 objectives. I think I have 4 now. It's only worth 1. And I did secure objective 4. And I am going to... I'm going to get rid of Hungry for Glory. There's better ones in there. but I've racked up a lot of points. It is deadlock, so you're expected to get a lot of points at first, but I think I've gotten a lot luckier in that aspect. So I've got 8 objectives plus First Blood, so it is currently 9-2 for Genestealer Cult. So you get 5 objectives, you've already got 3. 2, 3, and 4. Big Game Hunter. Hold on, I do have vehicles, the other class. Hey, Witch Hunter, I do have my Patriarch.
So,
And it's 3, 2, and 4, unfortunately, in the back lines.
this Predator's going to move 12.
So Tank Shocking. So let me just do my leadership test on the Acolytes.
Okay.
Patriarch is still alive, so leadership 10. Oh no! You made them fall back. So they failed a morale test and they run 4 inches. Well, let's back up a second because you may have actually immobilized yourself when you hit this.
Okay.
It does have Dozer Blades though, so you have to roll double 1. No, you're fine.
Move 6, and then just...
Disembark that squad.
Yep.
Try to chase down the guys who are running away.
6. Okay, hit terrain.
Double 1s or you're immobilized. You're good.
6 inches.
And then disembarking the guys, see if they can start to take care of this neophyte squad in the back. These guys are just going to turn around and be like, you know what, on second thought, we got this. And then the double flamer squad going to move up to try to start taking care of this acolyte squad. On to the shooting phase. Bunch of bolters rapid fire into the acolytes. 13 shots hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. First 2 are just dead, and then we have some lookout sirs from the leader here that I want to make. 4 up. He makes 2 of them, which unfortunately is not enough because he's out in the open, so he just dies. And Dante's squad will try to do some more damage. Starting with everybody but Dante, 5 shots in total, hitting on 3s. 4 is to wound. They 5 up invuln. Dead. There won't be any more Genestealers. Then we got a fusion pistol, right? Or
Furnace pistol.
furnace pistol. He hits on 2s and wounds on 2s, strength 8. There's no cover on him, so he is just dead. Yeah. That is a warlord kill, and you get your witch hunter for that. Tactical squad next. Heavy flamer hitting 3 guys. 2s to wound. So 3 just die. 1, 2, 3. Melt-a-gun hitting on a 3. Wounding on a 2. That kills this guy. Bolters hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s. Got 4 up cover from these. So 4 more die. And then the Devastators put a frag missile into that. Frag missile targeting on this guy. Yeah, it's going pretty far off. It actually explodes on him. Hits 1 guy. Wounds you on a 4. Oh, you're fine. The last cannon can try though. 3s to hit. Okay. And a couple of snap firing bolters. 6s to hit. No. The squad will fire into these acolytes. 3 bolters, rapid fire range, 3s to hit. 3s to wound. So 4 dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab gun, 2 shots because he moved, hitting on 3s, and wounding on 5s because my armor save is a 5+. Oh, you got it! Killed my rock saw. And then a bolter portion from this guy, hitting on 3s. Nothing. Predator's going to try to kill the Goliath. Cannon hitting on 3s, and then glancing on 3s. So we get a glance and a pen. I'm out in the open, so basically roll your pen. It's open top, so +1. So that's a shaken, which I ignore on a 4+. Ignored.
Okay.
He's down to 1 hull point, but you have a heavy bolter that can fire at him at full ballistic skill. 3s to hit. Uh-oh. What do we got? Oh, that's another 2, so only 1 hit. 5+ to finish off the Goliath. Oh, no. Stormbolter will try to finish it off. It's only got 1 hull point left. 3s to hit. And is that a hit? Oh, it's a miss. Then you gotta roll a 6 to glance. Oh, we got it! So that Goliath is wrecked. Morale test, end of the shooting phase, leadership 10 because the Patriarch's gone. So leadership 9 because I still have my leader. They make it. This Acolyte squad lost their leader, so leadership 8. They're good. This Acolyte squad is already running, so they have to automatically fail their morale test and run 5 inches more. So they're gonna have to wrap around this vehicle. Assault phase, there's no charges to do, just have to do this fight. 3 attacks from the sergeant with his power sword, hitting on 4s. I'm only no, I still have the +1 weapon skill, but it's not going to make a difference for what you hit on. And you're wounding on 4s as well, ignoring my armor. Yeah. Feeling the pain. 2. And that'll kill, actually it doesn't really matter. Either with the power pick. And your chainsword guy. 4s to hit. And 4s to wound. Oh, lucky. 5 up armor. And feel no pain. Okay, saved anyways. Power pick will attack back. 3 attacks, as we're no longer charging. Hitting on 3 still, because we do have the +1 weapon skill. Okay. 4 attacks from the 2 power hammers hitting on 3s. Come on, they should be able to do it. As long as they don't roll 2 1s, you're dead. You're dead. Yep. Just had to get me nervous there for a second.
Yeah, I got some pretty good damage there.
And they are consolidating 2 inches. I'm going to consolidate this way. Not bad for a turn. Killed a Goliath, made these guys run from the tank shock, and then killed half of them, making them run further. Did a lot of damage to the neophytes there. They did not run. Aberrants killed the assault squad eventually, but did take a lot of losses. And this Acolyte squad did take a lot of losses as well. And charging that squad with 2 flamers would be suicide. So we're going to have to figure out what we want to do with them. And losing the Patriarch and the last Genestealer is a heavy blow for the Genestealer Cult as well. So you got Witch Hunter, Big Game Hunter, and you didn't secure any of the objectives, right?
I did get Slay the Warlord.
You did get Slay the Warlord too, so the score is 9-5. Did you want to throw one of these away? Maybe the one that's at the very, very back?
Yeah, which ones are they?
Secure Objective 2 is pretty far back, so I might as well get rid of that one and draw something better, hopefully.
Yeah, I can't think of.
Turn 3, I draw 4 cards now. Prepare for the next ambush. Score a victory point if any of your units were placed in ongoing reserves because of Return to Shadows. So I guess I better do that. Spread panic and confusion. Score a victory point if you fail a morale, pinion, or fear test. Behind enemy lines, which is I get somebody behind. 3 or more. Oh, no, sorry. 1 victory point if 1 scoring unit is within 12 inches. 3 or more, and I get D3. So maybe that 1 unit is happy back where they are. And secure Objective 2. Well, there's Objective 2. I've got a squad within 12 inches of your table edge, and I was already thinking of returning to the shadows with some guys. So that's a lot of points, which just firms up that you're not going to be able to win by points. But if you do enough damage, maybe you could win by tabling me, because we're only turn 3.
See what happens.
The Primus and the Icon Ward are going to split from the squad, but instead of moving are going to return to the shadows. And they're going to return to the shadows individually, so not as a squad. Let's do Dangerous Terrain for the truck. Does not get immobilized. It's going to move back to here. You know, I'm going to take that back. I thought I'd be able to get far enough back for them to embark on it, but since they can't, I'll just have them run up. So the Goliath is not going to move back. Instead, this unit is going to embark on the Goliath. So you can move them all within 3 inches, or within 2 inches. So I'm just going to remove them and have them re-embarked on this Goliath. And then it's going to drive straight forward. And now this squad is going to move up and grab objective number 2, just to make sure I stay ahead in points, forcing Connor to go for the table my opponent way of winning.
Unlikely.
Neophytes will turn around, meet the Space Marines head on. We ain't afraid of no Space Marine. Well, we would have probably returned to the shadows if it wasn't for these guys within 6 inches. But still, it's not the... I'm going to keep the mining lasers still and line up as many people as we can down here to start firing at the guys below. Where's my other grenade launcher? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Here he is. He'll move over here too. And this surviving group of acolytes is going to try to engage those Marines. I know I could return to the shadows, but I'm hoping that the unit on the roof, if you look at the positioning, they're closest to the flamers. So if I can take out the 2 flamers, which I have a lot of firepower to do, then at least the overwatch won't be nearly as good. Test to regroup these guys. Leadership 9. They are regrouped, so 3-inch move. We'll just try to grab a bit of cover here as much as we can. Aberrants are going to come this way, try to take care of the transport of those Marines. Just 1 less unit on the table. Shooting phase, Metamorphs back here are going to run 4 inches. Let's get up a little further. We're going to fire this autocannon snap firing because I moved 12 inches at your Predator. 6 is to hit, twin linked. 1 hit. 6 is to glance. Strength 7, armor 13. Yeah, nothing. Fire this autocannon at that rhino back there. 4 is to hit, twin linked. 2 hits with a 4 to glance. Nothing. Neophytes up here firing down at your tactical squad. Mining lasers hitting on 3s. No, sorry, hitting on 4s, so nothing. 2 grenade launchers hitting on 4s, wounded on 2s. 3 up armor. Oh! So not the flamer yet, but now the auto guns, because the next closest will be the 2 flamers. 14 auto gun shots, hitting on 4s. 5s to wound. Oh, 3. Basically, the next 2 guys are your 2 flamers. So I'd like to see you fail 2 of these. No offense.
None taken.
Oh, just 1. So just the regular flamer, so the heavy flamer's still alive. So we'll do some auto pistols, 4 auto pistols into these guys. So that's 5. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 5s, nothing. Sentinel will run 5 inches. It's coming up. Over here we'll have 2 seismic cannons. We're going to fire into this tactical squad. We're going to kill the heavy flamer first. Seismic cannons hitting on 4s. Oh, come on! I didn't move them. I kept them still. I moved everything else. And then we've got 1 grenade launcher because the other one died. Hitting on a 4. Okay. So we're auto guns hitting on 4s. And we're looking at 5s to wound. 2 wounds. 3 up saves. Fail 1 and the flamer dies. Oh, no damage whatsoever. Snapfire 4 auto pistols into this group. Nothing. Close combat, aberrants are going to charge. Again, they will make that charge, and hopefully they should be able to kill it with the strength 8 and strength 9 or strength 7 weapons. They should be able to kill a rhino.
Yeah.
And I'm already committed, so they're going to declare charge. So Overwatch. Heavy flamer, D3 hits. Oh, 2s to kill, no saves. Okay. That's why I wanted to kill the flamers. 13 shots from your bolt guns and bolt pistols, hitting on 6s. Okay, see, that's why I didn't want the heavy flamer there. Charging failed. Oh, kill this rhino to make me feel better. We got the power pick first, that'll do. And it'll be 4 attacks. Actually, I really want to blow this thing up and hurt these guys. So let's do the power hammers first. Okay. So 6 attacks on the charge from those 2, hitting on 3s. Oh, all hits. We're looking at strength 8. So 2s to glance. Forget that glance. This thing is obviously wrecked. If I roll any 6s, it blows up. It does blow up 3 inches. That'll hit these 4 and my 3. So you're 4. I wound 3 times. 3 up saves. Oh.
Wow.
Then you hit mine on 4, or wound mine on 4s. No, this is where I'm going to lose 1. 5 up. Feel no pain? Okay, so that cost me a guy. They're all nearest, because they're all touching it. Let's lose a hammer then. Totally worth it. That's it for my turn. I did do Cult, or I did Return of the Shadows. I do have behind enemy lines with that 1 Neophyte squad, and I did secure objective 2, and I'm going to throw away Spread Panic and Confusion, because that's why I have to make you fail a morale test. But that brings me up 3 more points, so to 12 to, what do you have? 5?
5.
So 12 to 5 for the Genestealer Cult. To draw 4 objectives now. So you have 2 already, secure 4 and 3, 4 again. And swift advance. Your opponent must select 2 objective markers, score a victory point at the end of your turn if you control one of these. If you control both, D3. Well, I'll pick number 2 and number 3 right here. Predator is going to swing around and grab objective 4 and get ready to shoot down acolytes. And these guys realize that these are no longer a threat with that predator about to bear down on them, so they turn around to face the aberrants who just exploded their rhino. And here comes the heavy flamer that didn't die. You got very fortunate heavy flamers.
Yeah.
That guy's not fortunate, he just lost his arm.
Well, we'll say it's gone. He only gets...
Difficult terrain to get these guys back up because they no longer have any really viable targets. 6 inches, so they move out 4 and move over 2. So it gets them up.
6.
And these guys are going to make their way up. That shouldn't be too hard to charge. Looks like a 2-inch charge through difficult. That shouldn't be too bad. This tactical squad, whose heavy flamer also is invincible, going to move up to deal with the remaining acolytes.
So backing the rhino up, it's right there.
Shooting phase, Predator into these acolytes. Autocannon, 2 shots, hitting on 3s and wounding on 2s. No save, so he dies. 6 shots from the heavy bolters, he moves less than 6 inches, so all at full ballistic skill. 3s to hit, 2s to wound, 4 wounds. So the first 3 die. You know, I'm going to look out, sir, on No, I'm not. I don't care. These 3 will die, and then I have a 4-up cover save on the last one. Who will not go to ground because I want him to charge stuff. 4 up. Okay, that one's cocked. That was a 4 and a 2. All right, 5. He's good. Try to kill the aberrants. 2 shots from the grab gun, hitting on 3s, and then wounding on 5s. Nothing. 3 bolters, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s, ignoring armor. Ooh, that's enough to kill them. 5 up. Feeling the pain. You killed them. They're gone.
Fair enough. Time
to murder these neophytes, starting with the heavy flamer. Ugh. That's going to hit a lot. 7 hits, 2s to kill. So 6 dead. Whoosh. I'm going to look out Sir the Leader. I'm bothering because you have so many more shots. So kills him. And
bolt guns.
Bolt guns, not bolt pistols. You're pretty confident you'll be able to kill them all. 16 bolter shots hitting on 3s. And 3s to kill. So that would be 5 more. All but 1. You got a melt-a-gun. 3s to hit. 2s to kill. I'll go to ground. 6 up. Yeah,
Ooh,
he's dead.
So close.
And now this heavy flamer will kill these guys. Hits both acolytes and a sentinel. 2s to kill the acolytes. They're dead. And a 5 to glance the sentinel. Nothing. And those 2 are dead. Snap firing devastators into this Goliath. I'm going to start with.
Last cannon first?
Last cannon. No. And crack missile. No. 2 shots from a stormbolter into the same truck, hitting on 3s. And wounding or glancing on 6s. 1 glance. Down to 2 hull points. And we have a morale check for this acolyte, leadership 8. Yay, he's not running. Assault phase, you're going to try to charge into these guys, and it's a difficult terrain, and you have like 2 inches to go, and I get to overwatch first. Thanks to their height, they can actually see everybody here, so they're all going to fire. Mining lasers, 6s to hit. Grenade launchers, 6s to hit. Auto guns, overwatch, hitting on 6s. Okay, we got a few hits. 6s hit, and then 5s to wound. So you got 2 up saves on those 2 guys. Double 1. Oh, double 6. Man, you really like rolling your 6s.
I need to roll those at different times.
Yeah. So you need to roll 4 or higher to charge. 2 inches for the charge, and then difficult terrain. You got it. Probably model syndrome here. So they're here, and these guys would be up right behind them, and so they're all in combat. I can't accept challenges. I'm too far away, so we just go straight to the combat. And we'll start with Dante. So just remember everybody's in here. It just looks weird. 6 attacks from him, hitting on 3s. Mastercrafted. 2s to kill. So 5 dead. This might make things a little more difficult. Well, because your guys count as being right here, so we'll have to measure that. Yep. We measured it, and the one guy was within 3 inches, so he was able to pile in with the next ones and fight. So we'll have these 2 first. 3 attacks each with Mastercrafted, 3s to hit. Reroll that 1. That's 3 hits. We'll roll your next 3 hits. That's good. And then they wound on 2s because you have Furious Charge. 4 dead. So I'm just going to kill my leader. Because really, who cares at this point? These guys are dying. The priest is also initiative 5, so he can swing because he would still be close enough to fight. He's got 4 attacks on the charge, hitting on 3s, but no rerolls. And then wounding on 2s as well, but no AP, which means I got a 5-up save. 2 more die. That'll be from here. So I lost by everybody. Wait, no, I could pile in and fight. Let's see if I can kill a guy. That'd be kind of funny. So I've got 8 attacks back on you, hitting on 4s. You weren't supposed to cause fear or anything, were you?
Actually, I was.
Okay, then let me just quickly say, because that 4 would actually be a 5. So if I fail this leadership check, no, I'm fine. Then I've got 4 hits. And then I wound you on 5s. Hey, 1 wound. Kill one of your guys on if you fail a 2+ roll. Oh. I lost by that many, which means I have to roll double 1. I do not. So your initiative 5 versus my initiative 3. So my 3 becomes a 4, and you kill them automatically. Yeah, you didn't have to roll a 6, man. Sweeping advanced. These guys are all dead. And then you consolidate 5 inches. And you might as well move forward as far as you can. Not a bad turn. Killed all my neophytes. Killed most of my acolytes. I still have another squad plus this 1. And my aberrants are now gone. So I'm running out of guys. I do have a lot of points, though. Points-wise for you, you got secure objective 4 twice. You did not get this one, nor did you get this one. Did you want to get rid of either of these? 3 you're close to, and this one you're close to. 3 is one of these.
Yeah, but I'd have to get the other one.
You don't have to get the other one. You have to get one or the other. So if anything, this one's worth more. If you're going to get rid of one of them, I'd get rid of The one that's only secure objective 2. 3.
It's a toughie. I'll keep them. We'll go for it since we're...
You're not going to get rid of either of them,
Yeah,
so you're hoping to get 2 points here then. Got it.
And then...
The score is 12-7 for Genestealer Cult right now, which is normally in a normal game, it's not a horrible lead, but with Deadlock, the fact that you're getting less and less objectives, it's going to make it harder. So let's see what happens in Genestealer Cult turn 4. Turn 4, I get to draw 3 objectives. Secure objective 1, domination. Secure objective 2. 2 guys that return to the shadows. Let's roll for them. Start with the Primus. There we go. There's a 5. He's going to pop up inside of this Rhino. So he ran ahead of these guys. I got this, guys. Targets. So the icon ward is a 2. So outflanking. 1-2 is the side that I'm pointing at right here. So it'll be this side. And he's going to move up, which will provide our 24-inch bubble over here. So that should be a little better. The Metamorph squad is not going to return to the shadows. They're going to move 3 inches. Just going to hold on to this objective because it is one of my objectives. And even though I'm winning by a lot with objectives, if I abandon getting points right now, he could theoretically grab enough. They won't have to table me, so I need to stay ahead in that area. This guy, on the other hand, is a little bit more than 6 inches away from the Predator, so he is going to return to the shadows, even though I do need objective 1. I'm going to sacrifice this Goliath. It's going to go cruising speed to grab that objective. This Goliath is going to try to go through difficult terrain. Does not roll a 1. So he's going to go crunch right through here and then disembark. And they all get out here, and then the Sentinel's going to move forward to this heavy flamer. Shooting phase, icon ward is going to run 6 inches. Ugh, does not want to be seen by that Predator, at least not easily. So he's going to run to here, keep that bubble. So we'll run 4 inches. They're just going to keep foot slogging it forward. I realize if anybody's watching this for like tactical stuff, if your opponent is behind in points and he needs to table you, obviously the really easy thing I could do is just to take the squad and run him back here and hide from him because he has no easy way to get to me. And I could have made other choices, like the times where I charged those acolytes into that group, I could have returned to the shadows and brought back more guys. I basically could make it impossible for Connor to do that. And I don't want to do that though, because that would make for a boring battle report. And even if I wasn't recording it, you would kind of get to the point where you're like, yeah, I could do this. So in your mind, you're like, yeah, okay, but I want to see what happens. And so tactics-wise, if you were at a tournament and you're really trying to win, just hide your guys, and that would have worked just fine. But friendly games, that's just boring. It's just boring. Snapfire this autocannon to the Predator. Twin linked, nothing. And we'll put the autocannon into your Sanguinary Guard. Doors, twin linked. Yeah, okay. Snapfire its heavy stubber. No. Put a heavy flamer from the Sentinel into this group, hitting 5 of them. 3s to wound. We got 4 wounds. Fail 2 of these and you lose your heavy flamer. Fail 2 of these, please. Dude, that's only 1. You didn't try. You didn't try at all. Well, let's auto pistol you. Auto pistol you. Auto pistol you. You know what? I'm gonna throw a blasting charge. Put it back here, and that's gonna totally miss. Auto pistol sitting on 4s. We got 3 whopping hits with 1 wound. 3 up armor. Nope. Yes, if you're the Blood Angel player.
Yeah, I'm very yes.
Well, in that case, there is one solution. In the assault phase, the armored sentinel is going to declare or the sentinel is going to declare the charge. Would you like to Overwatch? I can't fail that charge.
Yeah, I have to.
Okay. So D3 auto hits with the heavy flamer. So 2, and that will glance on 5s. No. Throw a crack grenade. Nope. And then the bolters hitting on 6s.
Not a thing.
Charging makes it. He's in. And then the acolytes will charge 4 inches. That's why I made sure the leader was close enough. So we'll start with initiative 7. You and I can't declare. Oh, I could declare a challenge. Yeah, I'll declare a challenge. Would you like to accept?
I will accept.
Okay, so you will not swap. I will have to swap. Because only one of us does the swapping. So I'll swap him forward. And then initiative 7, try to kill your guy. 4 attacks in the charge. Right now, I do have the +1 weapon skill because that Goliath truck is nearby. So I am a higher weapon skill than you. And I have the Primus within 12 inches, so I have Hatred as well. 3s to hit. This is why I wanted him on the table this whole time. And so we got 3 hits in total with a Bone Sword. Bone Sword is going to be Strength 4, AP 3, and 6s are insta-killing, but it doesn't matter against these guys right here. Got him, just barely. So you lose the sergeant. Then initiative 4, the rest of our guys pile in except for my rock saws. Let's do yours first. You got 6 attacks, hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Winning on 3s. And I've got a... Oh, I have Furious Charge too. So maybe I would have... No, I would have rolled a 4, 2, and a 1, so the 2 wouldn't have done anything. But I do have Furious Charge because of the banner. And at this point, I have a... You did 1 wound?
Yep.
I'm trying to catch up now. Yep. I have a 5-up armor save. Oh, there we go. I was going to say I have a 6-up Feel No Pain too because of the banner. And now the guys that are close enough, not all of them will be able to fight, but the ones that are close enough will. 24 attacks from the other acolytes, hitting on 3s because of the +1 weapon skill, and they have Hatred. There we go, lots of hits. Furious Charge, so strength 5, so 3s to wound, rending. Ooh, not much rending, just 3 of them, but lots of wounds. Okay. Let's do the 3-up saves, because rending just kill guys outright. That's all I need, 3 plus a 3. And that wipes out your squad. Let's consolidate. The acolytes are going to consolidate 5 inches back, and the sentinel will consolidate 5 inches wherever as well. And the sentinel's kind of gotten in a position to try to protect the acolytes. And that is my turn. I did get some points, but I am running out of guys. Secured objective 2, and I secured objective 1, but I did not get domination somehow, and I'm going to throw that one away. Which brings my score up to 14-7, so that is a healthy lead. Objective-wise, you get to draw 3. You already have 2. Oh, domination! If you... No, I don't think you could pull that off. If you could pull that off, that would actually claw you back in for points. Gonna re-embark onto the Rhino.
Keep cranking his arm. It's okay.
Gonna try to ramp that Aegis defense line. Don't roll double 1. Ooh!
Very close.
Very close, but...
12 inches.
Really, it's just yes or no. Who cares about close? Go over and secure that objective, and maybe take care of that Rhino, or the Goliath. Predator wants to basically crash that broken Goliath. Don't roll double 1s and you're fine.
Oops. Right.
And your Sanguinary Guard are going to jump down. Get ready to engage those acolytes. And those 2 will just grab that objective again, just in case.
Yes.
Devastators don't really have any targets right now. So I'll get to that corner. Back to where they started. Shooting phase. Try to take out that Goliath truck. Grab them first. 3s to hit. 1 hit and then a 6 to immobilize it. No. Do you want to do the plasma? So 2 shots, hit on 3s. 1 hits and 3s to glance. It's a pen, but I do get a 4-up cover from the Aegis defense line. Not saved. Open topped AP2, so +2 to your roll. 5+ will blow it up and immobilized. Or on a 4+, so I'm not immobilized. But you can still try to finish it off. So you want to throw a crack grenade or just 3 bolters?
We'll throw 1 crack grenade.
So 3s to hit. 4s to glance. No. And the 2 bolters. Hitting on 3s. You need a single 6. Drop dice don't count. No. Predator's going to try to finish it off. So you can start with the autocannon. And you need a 3 to glance. Oh! What about the heavy bolter? I can do it. 3s to hit. Okay, 2 hits. You need a 5+. That's all I need. I have no cover. Oh, nothing! Devastator's going to snap fire into the Metamorphs. They're rolling both together. They're both going to hurt on 2s and ignore armor. 6s to hit, no. And the Rhino's going to flat out 12 inches because it's a fast vehicle. Get it into the fray, that way it can support over here. In the assault phase, the guard want to try to charge the acolytes, so I will overwatch with a few pistols. I can see them. 6 shots hitting on 6s, 1 hit winning on 5s, nothing. It is 6-inch charge to your difficult, so you need to roll an 8 or higher. If you do, you should... Oh, double 6! So they just go right up to here. Yeah, we'll just take the smoke off of the Predator and you can just pile them on top of that. They're all in. Did you want to issue a challenge?
Yes.
With whom?
Dante.
Dante will issue the challenge, and I will accept with my leader. So you'll swap it with Dante, but we'll just know that he's in base contact. So they're both the same initiative, so why don't you murder me first, and then I can see if I can hurt you. You got 6 attacks on the charge. I do have the weapon skill 5, but you're 7 right now, so you're hitting me on 3s. Do you cause fear?
I do. I keep forgetting about that.
I am afraid.
Okay.
So I'm going to be hitting you on 5. So you hit me with all 6 of your attacks, and you wound me on 2s, no saves on my end, because your strength is high enough to ignore my feel no pain. 5 guys die. So that kills the leader.
I won't get hit back then.
Yeah, but these other guys will not. He killed both my rock saws. Oh, this guy's fell. My leader gets 3 attacks hitting on 5s because he's afraid. 2 hits, got lucky there. Now, this bone sword. Do you have Eternal Warrior?
I do.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter if I roll any 6s. Strength 4, so 4 is to wound. So 1 wound, AP 3. So you get your 2 up save. 2 up. You're good. And then the other guys will pile in initiative 5 and probably kill the rest. 3 attacks from each of the Sanguinary Guard with 3s to hit and Mastercrafted. 2s to kill. They're all gone now. Wow, you massacred that pretty badly. And consolidating 5 inches. Not so pleased with that. You're actually heading towards the tabling. Objective-wise, you didn't get any of them. Did you want to throw any of them away, like domination?
Yep. Not that it really matters. But
Yeah, I don't think points are going to matter here, but you are getting close to tabling me. Objectives! I get 2. Harness the Warp. Secure Objective 3. Well, I got Objective 3, but I don't think at this point I'm not going to care about these. I'm going to try to stay alive. 1 Acolyte that's coming back. He gets to get D6 guys back, so 4 guys. So bring back the leader, 2 rock saws, and a regular guy. Call to ambush. 1! So they'll walk up here, get into some cover, make it a little harder for you to table me. Just like so. Now, an easy thing for me to do would just be like return to the shadows of this guy and these guys, which would leave him... Oh, wait, they wouldn't be on the table.
So they would count.
So that actually could count towards you tabling me. So that would actually not be a cheesy thing. That would be almost handing you the victory by getting everybody off the table. So nobody's returning to the shadows. Primus is going to get on the truck. Icon Ward is going through difficult terrain and also getting on said truck. I'm going to try to not be immobilized. Can you imagine? So the truck is going to move 12 inches back this way. And while I'm at it, he's going to flat out. So he'll move back to here. Difficult terrain for the Metamorphs, 6 inches. Of course, once again, the tactical thing. Actually, well, wrapping around here would be somewhat tactical, but you do have a Predator there. So we are starting to the point where I can't easily hide. So I won't feel bad doing that, because you do have your 2 Devastators bearing down on the squad. And if I just kind of leave them there, you're going to start frag missiling, which you'll still be able to do, but at least I'll have a bit of cover. This Goliath is going to go cruising speed and try to block this Rhino as best as possible. I'm going to flip around this way so I have my autocannon at least to shoot something. Let's autocannon into that Rhino. We're looking at 6s to hit, twin linked. 1 hit with a 4 to glance. Ooh, it's a pen. No cover, and the result is a stun, so it's not moving. If this one fires at the same target, 6s to hit, twin... Oh no, he flat-outed. Flat-outed, flat-outed. So we'll run these guys? No, they're fine where they are. And we'll put a heavy flamer into your squad. 3s to wound them. 2 wounds. Dante's closest. Would he look to lookout, sir? Or do you just not care and gonna roll 2 ups?
I'll just roll 2 ups.
Confidence. Gotcha. End of my turn. I'm gonna throw away Harness the Warp. Because, yeah. I didn't get any points, though. We even care about drawing objectives? I think at this point we're just going for tabling, right?
I already have 2 objectives.
Yeah, you do. So, yeah, probably not at this point. Nope. We forgot to check do a leadership check on the crew stunned to see if they will be snap firing.
So 8.
They will be snap firing. Sanguinary Guard are going to jump forward, chasing that Rhino. I think you're not getting away.
Okay.
Predator's going to come deeper back to start dealing with the Acolytes and Metamorphs back here. Difficult terrain for your tacticals, 3 inches.
We're just going to pop over the wall there.
Tactical Marines that are going to be snap firing are going to jump out, just so they can bring more weapons to bear against that Sentinel. Devastators are going to try to finish off that Goliath. Last cannon first. 3s to hit, 1s to glance.
Didn't hit.
Oh, you didn't hit. 3s to hit with the... Oh, never mind. Rhino can try to finish it off with a snap firing Stormbolter. 6s. And 6s again. Oh, so close. Want to kill that Sentinel?
We'll do those guys.
I'll try to. Melted gun, snap fire, and hit on 6s. Misses. Crack nade on the 6. Misses. 16 shots from the bolters, hitting on 6s. Got 3. 6s to glance. Oh, nothing. And then...
Yeah, I mean, he can't shoot, but they can all shoot.
5 strength, 4 shots. Hitting on 3s. 6s. Nothing. Maybe the Predator could do something against the Metamorphs? 2 heavy bolters at full ballistic skill, hitting on 3s. 2s to kill. Kills 2 of them. Snap fire the autocannon. 6s. Nope. You want to try to charge here?
Yep.
I will overwatch with the guys inside. Needle pistol. Misses. Auto pistol. Misses. What do we need? A 7-inch through difficult? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's roll it, and if you roll high enough, we'll measure it. Yeah,
Not
3 inches is definitely not in. End of that turn. That was a very unfortunate turn for you. End of turn 5, and you only killed 2 guys. You didn't even hurt the Goliath trucks or the Sentinel, the Scout Sentinel. So trying to table me when that's at the end of turn 5 is going to be much more difficult. Let's see if the game continues first. 3+, the game continues. It does continue.
Might as well.
And at turn 6, these guys are going to swing around and try to take out this Predator. Should be able to, unless they really whiff that charge. Scout Sentinel will just put a bunch of shots there. I know that he's dead. Well, I guess he could run away, but let's not run away. Difficult terrain for the Metamorphs, 6 inches. Whoa, super awesome 6 inches. I'm going to move up to here. You know what? I'm just going to go for it. We already know that I could hide forever. So let's see what would happen if I'm just like, ah, get up! Truck's going to move up a little, and then the Primus is going to get out, move over here, and join the squad. Ooh, he'll get insta-killed.
Right, yeah.
But this gets me a closer charge. The Icon Ward will move up. You know, actually, he can look out Sir automatically. So I'll make him the closer and make sure that he's closest to a couple of regular grunts. Because then I can just kill them instead and still be a nice close charge. So let's do that. Yeah, so right here then. I'd really like to kill that priest. Although he probably has multiple wounds, right?
He's 2 wounds and he's a character, so I could look out.
So you can look out, Sir. Well then, we'll just pivot on the spot, point at these guys, and then let's fire at them. Actually, I'll start with the Scout Sentinel. I hit 7 of them, wounding them on 3s, so 5 wounds. 3 up saves, 2 die. Heavy Flamer finally goes down. Now this Goliath will fire at them. Twin-linked autocannon hitting on 4s, wounding, and so 2 hits, wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds so far, and then I have the Heavy Stubber hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s. So 2 wounds. 3 up armor. 1 more. That's enough for morale check to get them kind of out of efficient range. Goliath here will put autocannons into the Sanguinary Guard, twin-linked, hitting on 4s, and 2s to wound. So that's 1 wound. And let's just do the Heavy Stubber while we're at it. 6s to hit, 4s to wound. So 2 wounds. 2 up saves. Let's kill one of these. Hey, double 1 on the 2 Sanguinary Guard. Feel no pain. Are you going to do this again?
We'll see.
Are you going to taunt me? Don't taunt me!
I'm trying to.
Don't taunt me! Okay, I got one. You know what? I'm happy with killing 1, so the closest one just dies. Oh, I can't believe that. Are these guys fearless at all? Is Dante
No.
fearless?
Dante's not fearless.
He's not fearless. So you have a morale check.
Yep, but
I'm not going to shoot with these guys.
he is leadership 10 though.
Okay, leadership 10. Yeah, he is. You saw me roll double 6s for that, right? Okay, good. I didn't want you to run away. However, this squad right here is only leadership 8, and they have a morale check to make as well. They're staying as well. Let's do this! Charge! Yeah. Oh, yeah. We are in.
Why don't you play yourself?
Primus' squad is going to issue or declare a charge, so you can overwatch. Here, 3 shots from bolt-like weapons, 6s to hit, and 3s to wound. And I will auto look out, Sir. Actually, you know what? You're going to insta-kill him anyways, so I'm going to take that hit. He's got a feel no pain 6+. Okay, he takes the wound. Got your Melta? Misses. It's down to 2, and they will charge 5, which is enough. It's unfortunate, because that means less of my guys will be able to fight, but I do have the extra attack because of that icon, and nice high weapon skill, and furious charge, so let's see what I can do here. Start here with my initiative 7 lash whip carrying guy, hitting on 3s, penetrating on 6s, nothing. More of them. Sorry, 4 more. Hitting on 3s. 6s to pen. Oh, there's our 2 pens, and we might destroy it if we roll double 6 again. No, so mobilize and shaken. But then we got the 2 rock saws, 3s to hit. And these are all strength 8 armor bane, so I'm just going to roll their first dice. And this 1 could, if I roll another 1, would be a glance. So that's 5 penetrating hits, so it's destroying it automatically, but I might blow it up if I roll any 6s. I do blow it up. I don't have to roll for how far, because they're all within an inch. And I take 3 wounds, of which I lose 2 guys. There we go. And he's blown up. And now we have this fight. I am not going to issue any challenges. Would you like to issue any challenges?
Dante will issue a challenge.
Fine. I can accept it with the Primus or with the Icon Ward. Losing the Icon Ward would really suck, but he can also look out, sir. I'm going to accept it. If I accept it with him, I have some choices. If I accept it with him, if he dies, then I lose that +1 attack, and that's a pretty big deal. And I lose my Feel No Pain, which won't matter too much because you're mostly going to be ignoring that with Dante's attacks. I think it would be more important to lose the +1 attack than it would be to lose the Hatred. So I'm going to accept it with my Icon Ward. And swap there. And you just stay where you are. There's only one of us swaps. The highest initiative will be this guy, initiative 7. He'll pile in, but he's not close enough to anybody to attack, I don't think. I don't think that's going to be 2 inches because their bases are more than an inch each. Next up is initiative 6 for Dante. And he doesn't pile in because he's already considered to be in base. Before you go any further, I should do a fear test. Leadership 10 because I'm leadership 9, but within 6 inches of one of the Goliath trucks. I am not afraid of you.
Unfortunately.
Even though I stepped back and let the Icon Ward go forward. So you've got 5 attacks sitting on 3. Oh shoot, that was the other consideration to keep the Primus there, is that you'd hit on 4s instead of 3s. Hold on, let me think about this for 1 second. You know, I'm just going to leave them there. You're going to hit on 3s instead of 4s. Don't roll any 3s for me, will you? Just roll either 4s or 1s and 2s.
Let's see.
Oh, 2 3s! Mastercrafted, you're going to roll another 3. Okay, no. But that's 2 more hits because of that. That's going to... Oh.
2.
Strength, what, 6?
Yeah, 6.
So 2s to wound, insta-killing. Okay, thank you. So 2 1s. Let me do the math here. If I kill 2 guys, they have 5 attacks each right now on the charge at strength 7. But if I lose him, we lose 2 of those attacks. I gotta lose the Icon Ward. Yeah. So he'll get insta-killed, and then you'll kill the next one as well. Now initiative 4 guys, which is your 2 and the rest of mine. So Primus switched, so he'll stay back because he can't move if you swap, but he'll still be able to fight. And everybody else, including my cult icon, will pile in. Let's do your attacks first, starting with your power sword. 2 attacks on 4s, mastercrafted. Oh. And then 3s to wound. Oh. They'll get to fight back with these 2 die. I want you to do your priest as well. He's got 3 attacks hitting on 4s. Not mastercrafted. Okay, good. So these 2 will be the ones to die, but they'll get to fight back. Let's start with this guy. He's only in strength 4. Actually, no, I gave them all claws. So he'll be strength 7 as well. If you're wondering how I got to 7, they're normally 6, but they have Furious Charge, thanks to the Icon Ward, who died, but they had Furious Charge at the time of the charge, so they're good. Start with the Primus. I will use my Rending Claws instead of my Bone... Actually, no, he's the one that has the special weapon, so he's strength 6 right now. Insta-killing, so I'm going to do that one. So he's hitting on 3s, because he's got a nice high weapon skill now. And he's got Hatred. Good. Strength 6, so 2s to wound. 6s are insta-killing, but not Rending. And we don't reroll... Oh, no, I reroll 1s with that artifact, or relic.
Oh, there you go.
There's my insta-killing one. Rending. So roll this one first. You get a 2-up, but no 5-ups. No 5-up Feel No Pain. Oh, good. God. So that kills the guard.
Yep, no.
And the rest were AP3 weapons on him, so he just gets his Feel No Pain. He's got 2 wounds.
Yep.
So 5-up Feel No Pain. Sweet. Oh, I kept thinking of him as having 2-up as well. And then the other 2 go on to Dante on a 2. Oh, he fails 2 of them. Oh, it's nowhere Feel No Pain.
That's so many ones.
And now all of my strength 7 guys, because they're same initiative, so they still get to strike. Attacks from everybody else hitting on 3s. With Hatred. So reroll. Nice. So these are all strength 7 Rending. And he doesn't have Feel No Pain anymore, right? He doesn't have it like himself?
Nope.
He passed me those 2 dice, please. So we're looking at 2s to wound, but more importantly, we're looking for those 6s. Does he have an invuln?
He does. 4-up invuln.
4-up invuln. Okay, so he could survive this. 2s to wound, Rending. Oh, that's a lot of 6s! Ooh. That's a lot of 6s. We'll start off with the Rending. So you got a 4-up invuln. Oh, he's dead! It didn't even matter that he lost wounds already.
So many.
Oh, Dante is gone!
Splat.
These guys are gone too. And that is, yeah, I got him. I got him! And they'll consolidate. Whew, 3 inches. We're going to hop back over this Aegis defense line. Because why give away anything at this point, right?
A turn in there.
You want to see how the rest of the turn goes?
Yeah, we'll play it out.
Let's see what happens, because you lost a lot of firepower. Your Predator's gone, and your kill squad is gone. And you still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of mine to finish off. Difficult terrain for these guys, 5 inches, not bad. They need to move up so they can engage these last acolytes. These Marines will move up to actually try to take care of this Metamorph squad. These 2 at the back will move over. They can actually just catch a glimpse of that Sentinel. And the Rhino's going to go for broke. He's going to turn, and bam! Right into the Sentinel. So you have a strength 7 hit because your front armor is 11, so divide that in half, rounding up to 6, and then you're a tank, so strength 7. So 3 to glance. That's a pen. He's open topped. You can blow him up on a 6. Oh, immobilized. And then I hit you back with a strength 5 hit. 6 to glance, nothing. Then shooting phase. Stormbolter's going to try to finish him off. 3s to hit. This is a fast vehicle. 1 hit. You need a 6, man. You need a 6. Can you roll a 6? Oh, that's the opposite.
The opposite.
Devastators are going to try to finish off that Goliath truck. Last cannon on a 3. And then a 1 to glance. It doesn't really matter if you glance or pen. Well, it does. It would blow up your own guys. So that's a pen, and I get a 4 up cover.
Doesn't matter.
And then your crack pistol.
Does not
Misses!
hit.
Oh no! And these ones will try to finish off these acolytes as best they can. Plasma gun first. 1 shot.
He already fired his
Oh, you already fired your plasma. So you got 4 bolters then. 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. With a 5 up cover because of that truck. So 2 die.
Yeah, I couldn't see that guy.
And then these Marines are going to try to do some damage to the Metamorphs. Bolters first, hitting on 3s. 3s to wound. Oh, nasty. First 3 just die. Then we got the Primus, who's just going to auto lookout sir everything. We got, well actually no, not to him. Well, he'd be first. So we got 4 up cover until he dies. 4 up. 4 up. Dead. So the leader's dead. And then I'll take 1 on the Primus, 4 up. And I'll take the last one on the Primus. We're good. And then Melt-A-Gun, 3 to hit. 2 to wound. No. Long shot, 2 guys are going to fire at the Sentinel. 3s to hit. 6s to glance. No. Morale check, leadership 8. He is running, which means for all intents and purposes, he's destroyed. If everybody was running, then that would matter. Primus will be leadership 10 right now because the squad gets +1 leadership. We're fine anyways. If the game does not end, I win. On a 4+, we go to turn 7. Dude, you are taking this to the limit. Taking it to the limit. He is going to regroup and then move 3 inches, try to get a line of sight. Difficult terrain for these guys. 3 inches, that's enough for them both to get back on this truck for some protection. And we'll just stay in cover. Have this one swing around here. Sentinel will put a heavy flamer into them. I can't move it, it's immobilized. And does nothing. Autocannon into them, 4s, twin linked with a 2 to wound. That's 1 wound. The heavy stubber hits on 6s and 4s, that's another wound. 3 up saves? No, just both of them. They're both 3 up.
You were correct.
Autocannon over here into that group. 4s to hit, twin linked, and 2s to wound. The heavy stubber too. 1 hit, 4 to wound. Okay, so only 1 wound in total. You got a 3 up save, and kills a guy. Just a bolter guy. And your turn. Do you think you can finish off everybody in your turn?
Nope.
I think it's actually impossible.
Yeah, because I can't see this guy.
Well, oh yeah, that's just it, isn't
Can't
it?
see that guy.
What about your Rhino? Could he possibly pick him off? I think at this point you know that you can't because there are too many targets. You'd have to use the Rhino over there to kill that, which you could. So the Rhino could kill that. Those 2 could kill the Sentinel, and the Devastators can't see anything. So this squad could kill 1 Goliath, and this squad could kill the other Goliath, but there's guys inside of it. Even if you blew it up, there's 2 wounds in the Primus. If he ran, though, he would count as destroyed at the end of the turn. So let's just do something really quick. It all comes down to these 2 have to kill the Sentinel. So 2 shots, hitting on 3s, 6s to glance. So if you do that, we'll keep doing the next thing until you fail one of them, and then it'll be game over. 3s to hit, 6s to glance. Oh my goodness, 5 up cover. You got it! What is going on?
I don't even know.
So this Sentinel down here is wrecked. So this Rhino would have moved 12 inches over here and taken those Stormbolter shots at that Acolyte. If that fails, you lose the game. 3s to hit. 1 hit, 3s to wound. Okay. He's got cover from this wing. He's going to go to ground and make it a 4 up cover. And oh, and that will be game because you had to kill him. And then these guys had to move up, melt this, blow it up, kill this one guy to make the Primus run. And then these guys had to kill this Goliath. And if he was running and he was the only thing left on the table, it would be considered a tabling.
It was a good game.
That was ridiculously close. Good game.
Good game. Great game.
Right down to the wire in turn 7. We're going to do a post-game show in the vault at the link below.